Hello, all my dear students. Welcome to Shri Jain's Rank Zone classes. Dear students, my name is Ajay Gulati, and I am your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion, or as we call quantitative aptitude portion. Dear students, as you can see on the screen, bottom side, we will be discussing mensuration 3D today. So, my dear students, let's start with class 04 for mensuration 3D. Class 04 for mensuration 3D. Today we will be discussing all about spheres and hollow spheres. Okay, spheres and hollow spheres. In spheres we will be discussing uh, their volumes and surface areas. Volumes and surface areas. Everything about this. Okay. Now what we have, first things first, what is a sphere? Example of a sphere, you can say, example for a sphere is a lemon, a cricket ball, something like this. Okay, sphere example are lemon, ball, cricket, tennis, whatever it is. Okay, let's say this is the radius of a sphere r. So a sphere has a radius r, then it has a diameter. The diameter of the sphere is 2r. Volume of a sphere is how much? Volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area. The surface area sphere is totally curved surface area. Okay, curved surface area, and this is equal to 4 pi r sphere. Okay, curved surface area. This is 4 pi r square. I hope this far everything is clear to everyone. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Now, the first question we have is the radii of two spheres are in the ratio 3 is to 2. Their volumes will be in the ratio. We know the volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 by r cube. So we have volume of sphere 1 upon volume of sphere 2. What is the volume of sphere 1? That will be 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. So this gives me finally r1 by r2 cube. What is r1 by r2? R1 is 3, r2 is 2. This cube, that gives me 27 by 8. Do we have any such option? Yes. Option 4 is your answer. The total surface area of a sphere is 8 pi square unit. The volume of the sphere is C. What is the surface area of a sphere? Surface area of a sphere is 8 pi. This is actually what? This is actually 4 pi r square. This is given to you as 8 pi. So from here I can say 4 pi into r square is equal to 4 pi into 2, or even if I write 8 pi, 4 pi cancel with 8 pi to give r square is equal to 2, r is equal to root 2. Now you need to determine the volume of the sphere. What is the volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is 4 by 3 into pi. R cube is what? R cube is 2 root 2. So that gives you 8 root 2 pi by 3, option number 1. This is your answer. Okay, dear students. Let's proceed to the next one. If the radius of a sphere is doubled, the volume, its volume becomes C, dear students. Let's say we have two spheres. I say this is sphere 2 divided by sphere 1. this is sphere 2, this is sphere 1. Let's say the radius is 2r. What will be the volume? Volume will be 4 by 3 pi into 2r cube. This divided by what will be the volume over here? Volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Eventually 4 by 3 pi 4 by 3 will cancel. This gives you 2r cube upon r cube, or I can say 2 cube, that is 8. So therefore we can say therefore the volume becomes 8 times. Okay dear students, clear? The next one, the diameter of the moon is assumed to be one fourth of the diameter of the earth. Then the ratio of volume of the earth to that of moon is, see, first of all, radius of earth upon radius of moon. This will be radius, that will be 4 is to 1. Okay. Why? Because ratio of diameter is equal to ratio of diameter is equal to ratio of radii. Ratio of radius. Okay. So that way, diameter, then the ratio of volume of earth upon volume of moon, that will be 4 by 3 pi re cube upon 4 by 3 pi rm cube. Finally you are left with this re by rm cube. Re by rm is 4 by 1 cube, that is 64 is to 1. Option number 1 is your answer. Clear dear students? Let's move to the next one. Surface areas are in the ratio, then their volumes will be, see students, direct shortcut is 4 by 9. This is like 2 by 3 square. Your answer will be 2 by 3 cube. This will be 8 by 27. I'll tell you how. Surface area 1 upon surface area 2. Surface area of sphere 1 upon surface area of sphere 2 will be 4 pi r1 square divided by 4 pi r2 square. Finally you get r1 by r2 square. Okay. r1 by r2 square. Is this part clear? Now this is given to you as 4 by 9. r1 by r2 square is equal to 2 by 3 square, or r1 by r2 is equal to 2 by 3. Now what do we require? We require volume 1 by volume 2, that is 4 by 3 pi r1 cube, 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. This gives you r1 by r2 cube. Okay. 8 by 27. Option number 3 is your answer. Okay dear students? The next question we have is, the sum of the radii of two squares is 10 centimeter. Okay. We have r1 plus r2 as 10 centimeters. Okay dear students? r1 plus r2 is equal to 10 centimeter. Sum of their volumes is 880. V1 plus V2 is 880 centimeter cube. What is V1 dear students? V1 will be 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. V2 will be 4 by 3 pi r2 cube is equal to 880. Now what is the value of, see, if I cancel 4 it becomes 220 if I take 4 common. Okay, I take 3 here. 20, if I take pi common, I have r1 cube plus r2 cube is equal to 220 into 3. Now again, the value of pi is 22 by 7, r1 cube plus r2 cube is equal to 220 into 3. 22 and 220 cancel to give you 10. 10 into 3, 30. r1 cube plus r2 cube is equal to 30 into में 7, that gives you r1 cube plus r2 cube 210. Now you have two numbers, sum of whose cubes r1 plus r2 is equal to 10 and r1 cube plus r2 cube is equal to 210. Now what do you require? You require product of their radii. In order to get the product of their radii, what I'll do, I'll start with, I will do cubing on both sides. R1 plus R2 cube is equal to 10 cube. This will be like A cube plus B cube plus 3AB in the bracket A plus B, and this will be 1000. Now you know this value. What is this value? R1 cube plus R2 cube is 210 plus thrice of R1 R2. This value is 10. Okay, 1000. So what do I get? I get 30 R1 R2 is equal to 1000 minus 210, that is 790, or R1 by R2 is equal to 790 upon 30, that is 79 by 3, or you can say 26 1 by 3. This is your answer, dear students. The largest possible sphere is carved out of a cube of 7 centimeter. The volume of the sphere will be, see dear students, the simple logic is side of cube will be equal to the diameter of the sphere, will be equal to the diameter of the sphere. Okay, dear students. So what I get, 2r is equal to 7. 2r is equal to 7, or r is equal to 7 by 2. The volume of the sphere. Now what will be the volume of sphere? That will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. That way what do I get? 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 7 by 2, 7 by 2, 7 by 2. See what you can cancel. 1 7 with 1 7. 2 and 22 to cancel 11. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 cancel. Finally you are left with 49 into 11 by 3. Okay. See, this will be, options are very far apart. This is your answer if you can do it like this. 49 into 11 will be, first of all, 9. 9 plus 4, 3. 1 carry 5. 39 by 3. This is 179.67. This is your answer. Okay, dear students. Let's take the next one. Just give me a small second. I think some portion is not visible. Let me set it. Yeah. A hollow metallic sphere, metallic ball has an external radius. Now we move to hollow sphere. How? What do we do in hollow sphere? Look, for a hollow sphere, Just like hollow cylinder or ring, a hollow sphere is volume of metal in hollow sphere is. First of all, let me draw a hollow sphere. This is a circle with big radius. This is a sphere with small radius. Let's say this is small r, this is capital R. So this is metal. Okay. So what will be the volume of metal? Volume of metal will be outer sphere minus inner sphere. Outer sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Inner sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Finally, you get r cube minus r cube. Okay. A hollow metallic ball has an external diameter 6 centimeter and is half centimeter thick. The volume of the ball will be so has an external 6 and thickness 5. What will be capital R? Capital R is 3. Okay. Thickness is half. So small r will be 2.5 or 3 minus half, that is 2.5 centimeter. So volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube, that will be 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 27. This is like 5 by 2 minus 125 by 8. This is 4 by 3 into 22 by 7. Okay. 27 into 8 will be 216 minus 125 by 8. This gives you what? 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 91 by 8. This and this cancel to give you a 2. 2 and 22 cancel to give you a 11. 7 and 19 to give you a 3. So what you get? 11 into 13 by 3 or 143 by 3, that is 47 2 by 3. This is your answer. Option number 1 is the answer. Fine, dear students. Shall I move ahead? A hollow sphere of internal and external diameters 6 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively is melted into a right circular cone of diameter 8. The height of the cone is. See, dear students, what we have is let's talk about hollow sphere. This hollow sphere is converted into a cone. Okay, what will happen? Volume will remain same. Volume will remain same. Now, what is the volume? The volume over here is 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube. Here, what will be the volume? Volume will be 1 by 3 pi r square. H. So the volume of a cone is this. I will tell this formula in great details once we reach this topic. That is in the next class. Today, I will wind this up. Okay. So 3 pi by 3 and pi by 3 cancel. Now, this is 4 r cube. R is 10. Okay, r is 5. This radius is 3. This radius is 5. Okay. 4 5 cube minus 3 cube is equal to of her diameter 4. 1, sorry, now r square h. What is r? 4 into 4 into h. 4 and 4 cancel. 125 minus 27 is equal to 4h. Okay, so this is 98 is equal to 4h, or h is equal to 98 by 4, that is h is equal to 24.5 centimeter. This is the height of this particular cone. Okay, this was the radius. This radius is given to you as 4. Next one. The diameters of the internal and external surfaces of a hollow spherical shell are 6 and 10. Okay. So you have R is equal to 3, capital R is equal to 5. Okay. If it's melted to form a solid cylinder of length 8 by 3. Okay, now this is melted. This is melted to form a cylinder. This height is 8 by 3 centimeter. You have to find the diameter of the cylinder or radius of the cylinder. Okay. So simple funda, 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube is equal to pi r square h. Pi and pi cancel. This is 4 by 3, 5 cube minus 3 cube. R square, r is what? You have to find h is what? 8 by 3. 3 and 3 cancel, 4 cancel with 8 to give you 2. Okay. So now what you have is 125 minus 27 is equal to r square into 2. 98 is equal to 2r square. That means r square is equal to 49, or r is equal to 7. If r is equal to 7, then 2r is equal to 14 centimeter. Not visible. Wait. Let me set it. I hope it is visible now. Okay. Let's take the next one. The radii of two solid iron spheres are 1 and 6 respectively. A hollow sphere is made by melting the two spheres. If the external radius of the hollow sphere is 9 centimeter, then its thickness is C, dear students. What we have? We have two spheres. This is 1, this is 7. Okay. These are combined to form a new hollow sphere. Okay. Now what happens is volume will remain same in this process. When I say this R is 6, so volume will remain same. Now what will happen? 4 by 3 pi into 1 cube. 4 by 3 pi into 6 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube. 4 by 3 pi you can cancel. You get 1 plus 2, 1, 6 is equal to capital R. Capital R is 9. External radius. Okay. 9 cube minus r cube. This implies 217 is equal to 9 cube minus r cube. From here, what do I get? R cube is equal to 729 minus 219. R cube is what? 29 minus 19. This is 7. 29 minus 17, 12. 7 minus 2, 5. From here, you get r cube is equal to 512, or r is equal to 8. Fine, one thing is clear to all of us. Okay, this r is equal to 8. What is the thickness now? Thickness will be capital R minus R, or 9 minus 8, that is 1 centimeter. Option number 4 is your answer. Fine, dear students, let's move ahead. By melting two solid metallic spheres of radii 1 and 6, a hollow sphere of thickness 1 centimeter is made. The external radius of the hollow sphere is, see this, students. The fact is, this question is exactly similar to the previous one, but the values are presented in a different way. We are talking about the same two things. In like, see, we have a small sphere whose radius is 1. We have a another sphere whose radius is 6. Okay, all these are clubbed and melted to form a hollow sphere. Okay, the external radius of the hollow sphere will be. See what will happen. Volume will remain same in this process. Volume will remain same. This thickness is 1. Now this is a very valid point. If this thickness is 1, let's say now this is small r, this radius will be capital R, small r plus 1. So what will happen? 4 by 3 pi 1 cube plus 4 by 3 pi into 6 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi into r plus 1 cube minus r cube. It will be like this: 4 by 3 pi cancel. So what you are left with is 1 plus 6 cube is equal to r plus 1 cube minus r cube. I hope so far everything is clear to you and it's all easy. Okay, now either you can solve it if you want to, okay, or by just merely putting the values. Let's say this is 8, this is 8 plus 1. I already know the answer. Why? Because we have done this question just a few minutes back. The previous question was this only, 217. Everything is working out. So r is equal to 8 centimeter. Capital R plus 1. External radius is what? External radius is r plus 1, that is 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 centimeter. This is your answer. Okay, dear students, shall I move to the next one? Surface area of a sphere. What is the surface area of a sphere? Surface area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. This is equal to what? 64 pi. This implies pi and pi cancel. 4 cancel with 64 to give you 16. Therefore, r is equal to 4 centimeter. Now, very easily, diameter is equal to what? 2r. That is 2 into 4 is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. Next question. The surface area of a sphere is 616 centimeter square. The volume of the sphere would be, see, surface area of a sphere is given as 616. This is actually what? 4 pi r square. Or I can say pi into r square 154, because why? I read it as 600 plus 16. You cancel this by 4, you get this 22 by 7 into r square is equal to 154. 22 cancel with 125 to give you 7. So r square is equal to 7 into 7. That is r is equal to 7 centimeter. Clear? Okay, now next thing, volume of sphere. And the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. into 22 by 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. That gives you 7 to 7 cancel. Okay, this is, see in the denominator it is 3. 4 into 22 into 7 into 7 divided by 3. Only one option is there which has 3 in the denominator. Only option 1 is possible. Clear, dear friends? You can have a look over it if you want to. Let me proceed to the next one. The surface area of a sphere is given as its radius is surface area of sphere. This is what? 346.4 pi r square is equal to 346.5. This 346.5 I can write as 693 by 2. 4 into 22 by 7. I cancel this by 11. This will be 2. 69, 6, 36, 66, 33, 3. So what do you have? You have r square as 63 into 7 divided by 4 into 2 into 2, or r square is equal to 9 into 7 into 7 by 4 into 4. From here you get r as 3 into 7 divided by 4. I hope this portion is visible. Yes. So you got this. Therefore r is equal to 21 by 4, or r is equal to 5.25. I'm sure this is clear to everyone. Okay. Shall I move ahead? Next question. Surface area and volume of a sphere are S and V respectively. Then the value of, see, surface area is what? 4 pi r square. What is the volume? Volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now you have to find s cube upon pi v square. This is 4 pi r square cube upon pi into 4 by 3 pi r cube square. Definitely you will be able to solve this. Why? Because r square cube r6, r cube square r6, you will easily get a number. Pi and pi will, everything will be cancelled like this. See, 4 cube is 64 into pi cube into r6 divided by pi. 4 square is 16 by 9 into pi square into r6. R6 and r6 cancel. Pi cube and pi square cancel. 16 and 64 cancel to give you 4. This 9 goes up, so you get 4 into 9 is equal to 36 units. This is your answer. Okay, dear friends. Let's proceed to the next one. Spheres A and B have their radii 40 and 10 respectively. The ratio of their surface area of A to surface area of B is, C. Surface area of A divided by surface area of B. That will be what? 4 pi r A square by 4 pi r B square. This gives you what? RA by RB square. That is 4 square is to 1 square. 16 is to 1. Option number 4. Clear to all of you? Next one. If the radii of two spheres are in the ratio 1 is to 4, then the surface area will be, see directly, surface area square will surface area upon surface area of second, okay, will be what? That will be r1 by r2 square directly. Now you know this thing, okay. So that will be 1 by 4 square, or you can say 1 is to 16, okay. Next one. The volume of two spheres are in the ratio 8 is to 27. The ratio of their surface areas directly. Volume of sphere 1 upon volume of sphere 2. That will be what? That will be r1 by r2 cube directly. This is given to you as 8 by 27. Or I can say r1 by r2 cube will be 2 by 3 cube. Therefore, r1 by r2 is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, the ratio of their surface area is, now ratio of surface area will be what? Ratio of surface area is equal to square of ratio of radii. That is equal to 2 by 3 square, or you can say 4 by 9 is your answer. Am I clear, dear students? Shall I proceed ahead? Let's take the next one. If the radius of a sphere be doubled, the area of, see, let's say we have sphere 1, sphere 2, sphere 2, sphere 1. See, it has radius r, it has radius 2r. The area of surface will be, so what will be the surface area? Surface area of second upon surface area of first. That will be what? 2r upon r square. That will be 4 is to 1. Therefore, the radius becomes 4 times. Okay. Clear? Now we move to the concept of hemisphere. Okay. Before explaining this, let me clear some theory. Let me tell you the basics for this. See, first, if I talk about a sphere, okay, this sphere has curved surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay, let's say this is a lemon. Now, what if I cut this lemon? Now, if I cut this lemon, what will happen? If I cut this lemon from half, like this. Okay, this is half portion of a lemon. So what will be this curved surface area will be, curved surface area will be 2 pi r square plus, dear students, here where you cut it. Just imagine when you cut a lemon, the portion from where you peel off, where you squeeze the lemon syrup, okay, that is a circle. So this plane surface area is pi r square. Now what happens, my dear students, for a hollow sphere, for a hemisphere, for a hemisphere, volume is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube, and plane surface area is how much? Curved surface area is how much? Curved surface area is 2 pi r square, and plane surface area is pi r square. Okay, so what will be the volume? So total surface area is equal to 3 pi r square. I'm sure this portion is clear. So let's take the question out. Since we have done the theory, the radius of a hemisphere bowl is, its capacity is, so volume of hemispherical bowl, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube. 2 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 6 into 6. That gives you what? 3 and 6, 2. Okay, so this is 4 into 22 into 36 divided by 7, or 88 into 36 divided by 7. Clearly I can say my answer will be something of the form 88 into 5 1 by 7. 88 into 5 is 440 plus 88 by 7. That gives you 452. I can say 440 plus 12.57, or 452.57 centimeter cube. Here, my dear students. Okay, now let's take the next one. The volume of a hemisphere is 419404. Okay, volume of hemisphere is given to you 19404. I can say 22 by 7, 2 by 3 pi r into r. Surface area you have to find. Okay, this is 19404. I can read this as, dear students, look, fine. First, let's cancel whatever we can cancel. This is 9. 194 is, I can say, 9701. Clear? 19702. Now I have 22 into r cube is equal to 9702 into 3 into 7. Let's cancel this by 2 again. Okay, if I cancel this by 2 again, I get 46. Then 102 means 51. 4651. So 11 r cube is 4651 into 3 into 7. Very logically, it appears to me it will be 441. Let's check it. I write 4, then 2 remain 25. This was 4851 if I'm wrong. This is 4851. So this is 40. 4 remaining, 45. Then again 4, 111. So r cube is equal to 441 into 21, or I can say r cube is equal to 21 into 21 into 21. This gives me r is equal to 21. Now what is the total surface area of a hemisphere? That is 3 pi r square. Okay, This is 3 into 22 by 7 into 21 into 20. 7 cancel with 21 to give me 3. So this is like 3 into 3, 9 into 22 into 20. 9 into 22 into 21 will be 462. Now 462 into 9. I won't even solve it because as per option this has to be the value looking at the option. Option number 1 is your answer. Okay, dear students. A solid hemisphere is of radius 11 centimeter. For a hemisphere, okay. The curved surface area. So what will the curved surface area? Curved surface area will be 2 pi r square, that is 2 into 22 by 7 into 11 into 11, that is 44 into 121 divided by 7, or I can say this will be like 121. 44 I can say 6 plus 2 by 7. 121 into 2 will be 6, will be 726, plus 121 into 2 by 7, this will be near about 34. Okay, a little bit more than 34. Fine. So 726 plus 34 is 860.57. That is option number 4. Clear? If the total surface area of a hemisphere is 27 pi, then the radius of the base of the hemisphere is C. Total surface area of hemisphere. This is what? This is 3 pi r square, and this is given to you as 27 pi. 3 into pi into r square. 27 pi, or I can say r square is equal to 9, r is equal to 3 centimeter. Radius of the base of the hemisphere. Now you find. Therefore, radius equal to 3 centimeter. This is all what was required. Therefore, option 3 is the answer. Okay. The total surface area of a solid hemisphere is 108 pi. The volume of the hemisphere is total surface area of hemisphere. This is given to you as 108 pi, or 3 pi r is equal to 108 pi. This implies r square is equal to 36, r is equal to 6. Volume of hemisphere is what? 2 by 3 pi r cube. This gives you 2 by 3 into pi into 6 cube. That is 2 by 3 into pi into 216. That is 144 pi. If you are good at calculation, 3 cal is 72, 72 to 2, 144 pi. This option number 2 is the answer. Okay. Clear to all? A sphere and a hemisphere have the same radius. Then the ratio of their respective total area is very easy. Dear students, look. Sphere and hemisphere. What is the total surface area? Surface area, hemisphere, surface area. What is the total surface area for for a sphere? 4 pi r square. This is all curved. This is pi r square plus 2 pi r square. 4 pi r square by 3 pi r square. That gives you 4 by 3, which is the option. Option number 2 is the answer. Okay. Next one. A solid right cylinder and a solid hemisphere stand on equal bases and have same height. The ratio of their whole surface areas. See, first of all, let's say on this base a hemisphere is there. So if this is the hemisphere, this is like r. The height of the hemisphere is also r. And if this is the cylinder, the height of the cylinder is also r. Okay, dear student, this is also r. Now what we have, the ratio of their whole surface area is c. Surface area of cylinder upon surface area of hemisphere of hemisphere. Think about it. What is the surface area of cylinder? The surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r in the bracket r plus h. Surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square. What do I get from here? I know this is actually the height of hemisphere, but this height is equal to radius. So I put h is equal to r. What do I get? I get 2 pi r into r plus r divided by 3 pi r square. Pi to pi cancel. This is 2r into 2r divided by 3r square, or I can say 4 by 3. Option number 3 is the answer. Okay. Next one. A hemispherical bowl has internal radius of 6 centimeter. The internal surface area would be, see, what is the r? R is 6. You have to find the surface area. Internal surface area. Internal surface area of hemispherical bowl. That will be what? That will be equal to 2 by 2 pi r square. Okay. This is 2 into 22 by 7 into 6 into 6 pi. You have to take 3.14. This gives you 36 into 2, 72 into 3.14. See, this answer has to be let it be like 72 into 3 will be what? 216 plus, I read it as like this, 72 into 3 plus 0.14, or I can just 216 plus 72 into 0.14. 216. 72 into 0.14 will be like 72 into 1 by 7. So this will be 216 plus 10 point something. So your answer has to be 226.08. Okay, clear? You got it? Which option? Option number 4 is the answer. Let's take the next one. A hemispherical bowl has 3.5 centimeter radius. Radius is what? 3.5 centimeter or 7 by 2 centimeter. It is to be painted inside as well as outside. The cost of painting it at the rate of rupees 5 per 10 square centimeter will be. See, area to be painted. Area to be painted is what? Inner curve surface plus exterior curve surface. So that is what? That is 2 pi r square plus again 2 pi r square, that is 4 pi r square, that is 4 into 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 and 2 cancel like this. 2 and 2 cancel with 4, 7, 7. This is 154 centimeter square. This is area. Cost of painting is 5 per 10 square meter. 5 by 10 per centimeter square, like rupees 5 per 10 square. So it is price for painting will be what? Price of painting 5 by 10 into 154 cm square, that is 770 by 10 or 77 rupees. Option number 1 is your answer. Okay, so all done for hemisphere. We have included like what we have done so far in hemisphere. In spheres, first we did the sphere, then we did surface area of sphere, then we did hollow sphere. Now we have done hemisphere also. So genuinely we have covered each and everything for this portion. Okay,